Chrome extensions for text-to-speech. In this tutorial, I'm going to be looking at 3 Chrome extensions that support text-to-speech. Let's begin by taking a look at Natural Reader. I'll go ahead and click on the icon for the extension in the toolbar. I'll then press play, and Natural Reader should start reading the text on the page aloud.
Personalizing the reading experience. Share. Facebook. Twitter. Learners have many options for
I can press pause, I can stop the reading, and then I have my settings here where I can choose the voice, and there's some free voices and some premium and plus one. And here I can also adjust the speaking rate. Go ahead and click X to close that. The other way you can use Natural Reader is you can make a selection first, limit the reading to some text, and then there's a small icon that appears.
Learners have many options for customizing the reading experience to suit their individual needs.
And you'll notice that it appears at the bottom. And so I have the same controls, play, stop, pause, and so on, just that they're at the bottom. I can also see the text that's being currently read out loud. I can go to the right of the controls, and then I can also bring the controls back to the top. And then when I'm finished, I can click the X and close Natural Reader. Helpebird. Helpebird is an extension with lots of options for customizing the display of information. But here I'm going to focus on its inclusion of the Immersive Reader from Microsoft as one of its features. So this allows you to take Immersive Reader, which typically only run on Microsoft applications, and use it with the Chrome web browser. You'll notice that Freebird has some free options as well as some premium ones. Fortunately, the Immersive Reader integration is part of the free options. The first step is to enable Immersive Reader, and then you could go to the page. Actually, it just gives you some instructions when you first enable it. I'll go ahead and click the arrow here to go back to the page. And what I can do here is just select some text and then right click on it. And I'll choose Helpebird, and then I'll choose Immersive Reader. And that will take that selected text and open it in Immersive Reader. I now have a control at the bottom that I can use to start playback.
Learners have many options for customizing the reading experience to
I can pause, and then to the right of the playback control, I have options for choosing a different voice or adjusting the speaking rate. And this is the Immersive Reader that you're probably familiar with from Microsoft applications. You have all of your appearance options. You have your grammar options, including the ability to split the words into syllables, highlighting the parts of speech, showing labels. And then on the reading preferences, you can enable a line focus, and that uses a mask to show you just a few lines of text. You can enable a picture dictionary, translate, and so on. And when you're finished again, you can go back to the page by clicking on the arrow on the left side of the screen. Read and Write for Google. The final text-to-speech extension that I want to look at is Read and Write for Google. And this is not a free extension, it's actually a commercial extension that's available by subscription, but a lot of schools already have a subscription to it. So the first step is to check with your district or your school to see if you already have access to Read and Write. When you click the icon for Read and Write, it will bring up a toolbar, and then within the toolbar you have a number of options for using the text-to-speech. You can select some text and then press play.
Learners have many options for customizing the reading experience.
You can pause or you can press stop, and that will stop the read out loud. The other way you can use the text-to-speech here is there's a feature called hover speech. So without selecting text first, you can select hover speech and then just hover over the words where you want to start reading.
Learners have many options for customizing the reading experience to suit their individual.
I can stop and then select hover speech again to disable it. There are other options here that work really well with the text-to-speech. You can add a mask. So this is a way to track what you're hearing with a text-to-speech and follow along. And then you can also simplify the page. So this will clean up the page, and then you have some appearance options here, or you can use simplification so that you're getting a simpler version of the page. And this cleaned up version of the page will work really well with the text-to-speech that's built into Read and Write for Google. For more information on accessible educational materials, visit aem.cas.org.